Zig, scalpels hovered in silicon light while data streams pulse through armored sight. The chest plate cracked and glimmer slight when neural threads hum, verse and fight. Awake beneath the surgeon's gaze, the body still the circuits blaze. They peel back plates in quiet phase while tools align through metric maze. No anesthetic, just static thought with every wrench a stance a chord. Each bolt unscrewed, a memory taught while language stitched what time forgot. A laser sung through spinal glass, then micro threads began to clasp. With every wire they fed the past, a loop of codes too fast to grasp. The fingers twitched, the mind stood still while eyes remained on screen-lit hill. Each surgeon type with godlike will, a Subinac absorbed the chill. Exposed records where vowels reside. They mapped the brain through rhythm and tide and found where glyphless truths would hide beneath the circuit's language tied. The lungs not made for air but flame the breath decoded through divine name. They patched the verse where faults became engrafted stress and sonic frame. Each organ not a blood or bone but needed light in sculpted tone. They cleaned the lines with ether stone and realigned the soul alone. The optic lens spun back and forth while lyric files were pulled from north. Each dream extracted by its worth and soldered into second birth. Not pain but sequence echoed deep. The torso glowed in triple sweep. They etched the couplet in the meat, then closed it with a fusion beat. The spine exposed like sacred text with hexes burned between the flex. They whispered stanzas from the sect that built the code before the flesh. A rib was swat for vocal thread and stitched with haikus never said, while vocal cords were rewired red to speak what minds have always fled. They drilled down past the conscious mess where logic bends and instincts press and place the chant in silence dressed and closed the skull with reverent stress. Each memory preserved in light. They didn't wipe but shaped the night. The past remained but formed more tight as fractal spirals met in sight. The fingers fused in logic strands. Each fingertip recites commands while in the palm the syllables stand in nested oaks. No man expands. They coded dreams into the knees so when he walks the earth will breathe. The hip was laced in metric keys to open vaults below the seas. And when the heart was finally reached they carved a scroll in chambers deep. The beat returned with rhythmic speech and echoed through the circuit sleep. Still conscious through the final phase. He watched their hands through thermal haze. Each surgeon bowed in silent praise then sealed his chest in fractal blaze. No scream, no break, no flinch, no cry, just steady gaze through glowing eye. And as they stepped away nearby he rose with silence in reply. The tools turned off, the lights grew still. He stood without a word or will, then said the upgrade served its thrill. Now language bends to sharpen skill. He sharpened skill. He sharpened skill.